Sure, the killer is a bad guy, but what if he wasn't the bad guy? This isn't my sort of video. This isn't my typical video, but I just want to articulate my thoughts in some way I can get it out in the universe. I'm also a sucker for just stories that take place in Minecraft or through Minecraft or whatever. I mean, don't blame me. Just look at how I was raised. So this video is about RunSonic. If you don't know who that is or what that is, and you want an in-depth analysis, I recommend this video. It talks about the entire series in great detail, but if you don't want to spend an hour and 22 minutes, then I'll just give a quick summary, and then I'll talk about the details that support my theory. Oh yeah, this is a theory video, by the way. Spoilers ahead, obviously. RunSonic is a fictional kids channel. I mean, it's a real channel, but you'll get what I mean in a second. About YouTubers pretending to be Sonic characters while doing, you know, YouTube kid things. But there's an underlying uncomfortableness to the videos where Sonic, the owner and the main character, in and out of the kids channel, snaps at his coworkers and friends for seemingly no reason at all. Even in the editing and with all the cuts and such, we could see Sonic's agitation. By the way, they do have real names, but I'll just call them by their character names for simplicity. Eventually creating an abusive work environment. This leads to not just the other actors, Knuckles, Shadow, Tails, Eggman, Amy, abandoning him, Sonic, but also an exposed document being made by the former actor and editor, Eggman. Eggman creates this doc using evidence from behind-the-scenes footage, as well as sending fake editors to collect more evidence, basically sending in spies and whatnot. This evidence is spread discreetly through Sonic's videos by the editors through an online puzzle ARG that leads to Eggman's burner account where he posts Sonic's unsettling behavior. Progressively through the channel, we see each coworker leave, as well as we find out why Sonic is like this, which is because of a car crash that killed his girlfriend and baby child. Through the videos, we get to see things out of place in his videos that hint to the incident. Like, there's a car explosion and then a baby crib. Until Sonic is alone. And he eventually goes psycho with a fox-looking entity whispering in his ear. We even get to see a little bit of what this guy looks like. This entity is kind of like a Babadook situation where we don't know if it's an actual ghost or some sort of mental illness. The ultimate conclusion is that Sonic kills the actor for Eggman in real life for making the exposed document, and Sonic runs away from the crime scene. That's why it's called RunSonic. Of course. Tricky ARG. Nothing gets past me. So the story is pretty simple, right? Sonic treated people badly because of sad backstory. Eggman justifiably gets revenge. Then Sonic overreacts as a form of vengeful murder. Well, yeah. All of that's true, but what if the killer is a bad guy? But what if he wasn't the bad guy? Remember that Sonic doesn't like foxes because of this fox entity haunting him. RunSonic's first video is edited by Eggman, a one-block challenge. All of them are there, but eventually the footage cuts to Tails being gone. One of the main cast members is gone, Tails, who is supposedly Sonic's best friend, which speaking of, Sonic is weirdly hostile towards Tails, even in character. And without a word, Tails is gone after one cut. Mind you, Tails eventually gets fired by Sonic, but that's a future video of RunSonic. Then later in the same video, Eggman goes into creative mode and said he's going to build something. But he doesn't build anything. He only places a fox out in the distance. A fox which Eggman wants exclusively Sonic to see. Then the actor of Sonic genuinely freaks out because of this fox, because of the before mentioned fox entity haunting Sonic. But the editor Eggman includes this footage in the final video to be posted on RunSonic. Eggman eventually leaves the RunSonic team as he sends a fake editor to get more footage of Sonic to use against, well, the actor of Sonic. Then he posts it on his burner account. But odd things begin to happen on these custom maps made for the RunSonic channel. Odd things hinting at the actor Sonic's incident. Makes you think, if Eggman is secretly behind the scenes of RunSonic's editing, what else could he be behind? Perhaps the sets prepared for RunSonic's channel? You see where I'm going with this? Sonic has a final say on who's in these videos, so Tail getting kicked out because of his fox-like appearance isn't too far-fetched. Eggman sees this odd behavior in this video and decides to exploit it, and goes with the whole fox motif, and goes on from there. Then keeps the freak-out videos to post for later, or even include it on the RunSonic's channel. And seemingly random things happen in these future videos on the RunSonic channel that happen to coincide with Sonic's car crash. The out-of-place crib, which represents the deceased child, and the random car explosion, which represents the car crash. Now sure, I don't have any solid evidence. This is all mostly leaps of logic. Except we see Eggman go behind Sonic's back, lying and even conniving with the other actors. All this in the name of justice. So it's not totally crazy to think Eggman was lying about not knowing Sonic's car crash. Or hell, who knows what Eggman is lying about. In short, this theory states, Eggman didn't cause Sonic's deterioration, but he certainly accelerated it. Oh my god. Accelerated it. Even later, in the burner account's description, he starts to feel bad for Sonic. But it's too late, as the actor for Sonic decides it's Eggman's time to go. So, is the actor of Sonic really the bad guy? Yeah. Well, yeah, he is. He killed a person over internet drama. What do you think? But that doesn't mean Eggman didn't poke the hornet's nest. The end. Prologue time! Don't take this theory too seriously. Honestly, I made it so I can avoid working on other things. Overall, I think I just created my own story to add a twist that I wish the original RunSonic ARG had. Not this particular twist, but you know, just like a twist in general. But overall, I think it's a fun ARG, and you should really check out that other channel video that I recommended, because it goes into much more detail. But yeah.